So, have you ever seen a movie that gets like super hyped up and everyone's claiming how good it is, and then you see it and you're like, people were hyping up this? That's how I feel with Host, so let's talk about it. Host is a short little film currently streaming on Shudder. It's only an hour long. Pretty simple premise. It was, since it's like real world, the characters are on lockdown and they can't leave the house because, COVID. And they do a seance over Zoom, and the seance goes wrong and bad things start happening to the characters. It's a simple premise. It's nothing spectacular. It's nothing new. It's nothing groundbreaking. The only cool aspect I found about it was completely filmed over Zoom, which I think is pretty unique. I think it's pretty cool. I think it probably must have been hard to do, but good job. But yeah, I don't understand the hype behind this. I don't get it. The good things, of course, is it's unique that it was filmed over Zoom, and the performances are overall pretty decent to good. But outside of that, I didn't really find this that great. Like there's been films like this before. The Den, Unfriended Dark Web. There's been films like this before that are like, and Searching, which is fantastic. Go watch Searching instead. But yeah, there's just nothing that I haven't seen here before, and the way people were talking about it, I thought it was going to be some like grand twist on the genre, on like, I don't even know what to call it, found footage shown through web browsers and computer apps. But yeah, the biggest complaint I have to say is I watch all my movies very expensive noise canceling for headphones. So even the quietest things I can hear through them. And this film has jump scares, which they're all pretty cliche jump scares. You can see them coming from a mile away. But when they do the jump scare, there's an extremely loud sound cue, and that shit rattled my ears hard. So after the first few, I'm like, okay, jump scare's coming, turn my volume way down so my ears don't start bleeding. And I get the point of sound cues, because to me that's what makes me startled more than the actual jump scare, is the loud noise piercing your eardrums. But yeah, if you watch this with headphones, please be cautious, because the sound cues in this are extremely loud. They are the loudest part of this movie, and they only happen when jump scares happen, so just forewarn, just make sure to, protect your ears. You need them to hear. It's just all generic stuff that I've seen before, and I think Unfriended did this better, and I know I'm like the only person who really dug that movie, and so be it, but it is what it is, man. We all have our own personal taste. I think that's what kind of burned me out on this movie, because it's not bad, it's just cliche and formulaic. Oh, it's so timely because, like, COVID and the pandemic, and I'm like, you could remove that aspect from this movie, and it's still the same movie. Like, almost nothing changes. Because you could still just do, oh, they did a seance on Zoom, and you don't need a reasoning why they did it. Like, nothing changes in this film. One little short scene changes, and that's about it. Like, even that, like, people are like, oh, it's so timely. It's like, yeah, but the timeliness of it doesn't change the film. It doesn't impact the film by any means. And everyone's saying how scary it is. I didn't find it scary. Like I said earlier, the sound cues are scary because they hurt my ears. But like the jump scares are all if you've seen a horror movie or a few, you know when the jump scares are coming. You know when they're gonna boogoo and pop out at you. So even then, it's like I know it's coming, and it just kills it. Oh, and this is only an hour long, and I see people praising that, and I disagree because the film starts off such a hectic pace very early on, like spooky stuff starts happening, and I'm like, I haven't spent any time with these characters. I don't know them at all. I don't care for them. So if it was like an hour 20 and I got to spend some time with these characters, I think that would have helped the film drastically for me personally. But again, we all have our own tastes. So yeah, Host. It's generic, formulaic, cliche. Go watch Searching and Unfriended and The Den. Because I think those do everything this film wants to do, but vastly better. But yeah. Was not a fan of this. I think it's pretty cool that they filmed it all on Zoom. But outside of that, and some good acting, outside of that, it's fine. It's another standard horror movie. What can I say? I don't get the hype behind it. I don't get the praise. But you can't lay everything, so that's Host. If you disagree, because a lot of people seem to find this super scary and super cool, but that's cool. We all have our own opinions and tastes. That's what makes filmmaking so cool. But feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.